when Jonathan Ross said I was emotionally weak, morally weak, spiritually weak, intellectually weak, and everybody in the castle agreed, at that point, you've just got to laugh, haven't you? And agree.
This is a treat.
Isn't it?
We put the cameras on because we've got an attractive guest in the studio.
Well, let's not go too far.
Hey, I'm telling you. You're hot stuff.
Am I?
I've
got my Myling class pleather dress on, so...
Look at that. She's fuming. She's got nothing on today. Ladies and gentlemen, Kate Garraway. Yay. Good morning.
Lovely to be here, by the way.
Lovely to see you, Kate.
It's exciting, isn't it?
I love Kate's voice.
Do you?
Oh, it's so gravelly and sexy. How many cigarettes a day do you smoke together?
It's the whiskey.
Is that what it is?
I start at 6 a.m. with a whiskey.
Yes, take the edge off. Lovely.
I bet you're fun. I just think you are.
Do you think I've got a bit more minx in me? Well, that was the problem on Celebrity Traitors, wasn't it? Because I thought, look at me, little goody two-shoes. Everyone's going to think I'm, a faithful and murder me. And instead, they all thought I was a traitor from day one.
To be fair, they thought everybody was a traitor at some point, apart from some of the traitors. Now, now I've never seen the show before.
Haven't you?
Never watched it. So, and everybody talked about it. So I'm like, all right, Celebrity Traitors, I'll watch this. Great.
Have you invested this time?
You love it.
Oh, great.
Love it.
So good.
Well? Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm addicted.
Now, had you watched it before?
Yeah, I was already a fan.
Right.
And then when I knew I was going in, I quickly rewatched it with a different eye, thinking, and of course, when you watch it, you think, well, this is going to be a breeze, because it's so beautifully edited that you, as a viewer, you are taken on a journey and you think it's so obvious when you're watching it who the traitors are, not least because you're told on the very first episode. But when you're in there, it's very different because everyone is just fabulous and interesting, and you just get confused.
I would like, and I don't know if technology would permit it, but I think it'd be brilliant if the Traitors starts episode 1 and you can either watch the BBC One's version or BBC Two's version.
Right.
And BBC Two's version, they don't tell you who the traitors are.
Interesting.
So you get to watch as well, because when I'm watching the show, I'm like, for me, every so often Alan just giggles a lot and he can't hide stuff sometimes. But then you watch somebody else who is not a traitor, and I'd sit and watch them and they'd reply to certain things and I'd be like, if I was there now, I'd be convinced they're a traitor.
Quite.
So actually, I think it's almost an impossible game unless they slip up.
Well, this was Sir Stephen Fry's problem, of course, a man of towering intellect.
So we think. He might really be thick in red line.
He's not.
He might just know big words, Kate.
No, he knows everything about everything. You're right. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be good at spotting a traitor. However, he's a brilliant game player in life and he understands puzzles. And he was so frustrated, as was I, because you have no fact. There is no fact. There's no evidence. And that's where you start going into these crazy rabbit holes like I did, wondering if somebody had a sun-dried tomato,
that was lovely, that bit.
Traitor, or were they not a traitor? Or
But no, I'm with you.
Yes.
That was because on that, I think they then on the show it cut to Alan going, oh my God, they're coming up with anything. They're so desperate. Oh, it's embarrassing. And I'm like, no, it's not, because you are
a traitor.
You're looking at everything. You're going, are there any clues? You're like a detective.
We are.
At that moment, I actually thought you were playing the game very well, and he mocking you for playing the game very well. He was in the wrong because you're going, okay, is there something really slight that we didn't see? Something really unnoticeable. I'm with you, Kate Garraway.
Thank you very much, Chris Moyles. I think you're right. And you know it's something that's happened at that event, and you're trying to think what it would be. And so you find yourself going into crazy rabbit holes. So I think it's very easy for the traitors who know what's happened to think we're being daft. But actually, when you're on the other side of the fence and getting increasingly more desperate, and that's why, me saying flabbergasted made Tom think I was a traitor, because he thought no no person in real life since 1956 had said that.
There was a lovely shot, wasn't there, of Tom?
In a way, he's right.
Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. You're all flabbergasted. I love it. Wear it with pride. Wear it with pride.
Kate's got her own T-shirt.
You know, it's so
merch,
weird.
Kate.
I was going to get one made up for my kids because
My
they're
flabbers
obviously
have been
so
casted.
embarrassed.
That
But
is
they're already
lovely.
out there. Someone clever's already done them on the internet.
Did you buy these?
That's capitalism. I bought it. Yeah.
So somebody's taking your catchphrase, making money out of it, and you foolishly have gone, I'll buy one of them.
So this is where you realise I'm stupid. I should have done it myself. I love that one.
Good.
It's cute, isn't it? So, yeah. The lovely thing is that there's a whole now generation of kids that are flabbergasted. They are now the flabbergasted generation. I was in a swimming pool early in half term
Tell me more about that. Okay, what were you wearing? What
I was wearing a very mumsy swimming costume. I'm sorry, Chris. I can't excite you in any way. I was there with the kids, and this whole bunch of like 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds are all running up and going, Kate, I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted. I love that word.
Amazing.
And you're like, it's
there
just
you
a TV show. Get over yourself.
Yeah.
I'm having downtime with the family. But the nerve of David to think that you were a traitor. He should have kept his gob shut and just been grateful he was on the show, because no one's ever heard of him, Kate. Somebody clearly dropped out at the 11th hour.
That was me. I think I got him for the dropout.
No, not a
Yeah,
chance.
no.
You're a big name. But how can you not? I know it's a game and I know it's a TV show, right? And there'll be elements that we don't see, like, for example, there's a problem with your microphone, blah, blah, blah. All that TV stuff.
All of that, yeah.
But my worry would be, because I'd love to do it, but my worry would be, I'd be terrible at it, because you're basically in the dark trying to find the door. You know what I mean? Secondly, I don't know how you don't take it personally. I don't know how you don't take it personally when people...
Would you get really angry?
Yeah.
Would you get really angry? Some people did. And I hope it's a comfort to those who think they might get angry that everybody, I think, is being presented in a nice light.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah,
I don't think
definitely.
anybody's come out of it badly.
No, absolutely.
But you do get angry. You do get frustrated when you're trying to get through. I just laughed at myself because, you know, when Jonathan Ross said I was emotionally weak, morally weak, spiritually weak, intellectually weak, and everybody in the cast agreed, at that point, you've just got to laugh, haven't you? And agree. Because, you know, it's the only way to go.
Did you love doing it, or...?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's a great experience. And obviously, you know, Chris, I've had a sort of miserable time, as a lot of people have. And, and when you're caring for somebody and then you lose someone you love, it's a very sort of enclosed world. You look very in. And there was something sort of delicious about jumping into the lives of everybody that was in the castle, people that you'd watched on TV for years and been sort of dazzled by. To get to know them a bit was lovely, and it took me out of myself, really, which was a wonderful kind of reset, I think.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, you were great. The show's still great. Obviously, we're yet to find out how it all ends.
Do you have any theories for the final?
Oh, no.
Come on.
See,
you must have been musing it.
It feels so...
I don't know, by the way.
Do you really not know?
I genuinely don't know. And also, I thought the only way I could do this without getting in a muddle and giving something away is to watch the series, watch the eps as they went out. And of course, I'm not in the final. So I am innocent. I have my theories, haven't been in
innocent.
there. I'm innocent. I'm just going to keep saying I'm flabbergasted and innocent is all I want you to take.
Kate, you might be flabbergasted, but I know you're not innocent.
What are your theories then, guys?
Well, Nick Mohammed, who I love.
I love Nick.
He's got so close a few times. And then Joe, the rugby guy.
Yes.
It feels like it's been left on a cliff edge where he's like, hold on, I think I've got this.
He's
to be
had
fair,
theories from a few weeks
To be
back,
fair,
hasn't he?
So Joe and Nick are brilliant, I realise.
Yeah.
And they've been saying in that moment when you talk directly to the viewer, to the camera, they've been saying stuff that they didn't say to us. Maybe they didn't fully trust me, but they never said it to the players.
You can't fully trust anybody, though. That's
the problem. So they didn't want to reveal it. I just hope that they trust each other enough now. I think they're both still suspicious of David. That in the final, they come out with their theories. And if they band together, they can do it. They can win, I think.
That's the thing. I think I was saying the other day, there was a scene where you've gone to your trial, your challenge, and then there's 3 vehicles.
Yeah.
And there was there was a vehicle that didn't have a traitor in. And I got really excited as the viewer thinking, oh, this is great because these guys are now have a proper chat about who they think. And then it dawns on me, they're not sure. I know there's no traitor in the car.
Because I was in the vehicle without the traitor. It was me, David, and Nick.
Right.
And none of them shared with me what they were thinking. And Nick was definitely thinking Kat and Alan at that point. But when I tried to slightly bring Kat up, they both said, David immediately said, oh, she's definitely a faithful. So I think that discouraged Nick then from saying any more.
Right.
Because he's thinking maybe David's a traitor and I don't want to reveal my hand. So this is the game you're playing.
But there's no...
It can drive you insane.
There's
can't it?
no,
Really
they're
can.
definitely not a traitor, right? You can't ever be 100% sure.
No.
And even, like, if I was doing it with you,
would you be suspicious?
and I'd be like, do you know what? I'm 99.9% sure you're not. I think I know you're not. I just know you're not. I just know. But am I going to confide in you? Because what if I'm wrong?
Yeah.
And I don't want you going, Chris is on to us. We need to get him.
Because I completely trusted Alan. I completely trusted.
See, I've never trusted Alan. Never trusted
in the
Alan.
game or in real life? Just
In
never.
real life. You can't trust him, Kate.
The weird thing is, from now, at this point, no one knows as they leave whether they don't announce whether they're...
No, that's true. You were the last one who
I was
who
the last
announced.
one that got the chance to reveal I was a faithful and say goodbye, which is a nice thing to do. They're
definitely.
all in a...
Oh, you were so close. That's like me. I got booted out of Amherst Liberty just before Cyclone.
So frustrating, isn't it? It wasn't at the time because you just thought, I can't believe I've lasted this long and I'm so exhausted. But then watching it back, you think, oh, just to go that one more round. But never mind, we're here now.
So I
But
can't...
Kat's played a brilliant game, hasn't she?
Kat's played a great game. Everybody's...
I wonder if she might have given the game away, though, because thinking logically, you probably are going to have a woman as a traitor, aren't you? And it was only me and Kat left in the last step.
True.
So... Is she going to put herself more under the spotlight because she voted for me? And are people going to think, well, it can't be all men as traitors? So do you think she might be more under suspicion in the
possibly.
final?
I thought that, yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
Are they going to think, hang on, I think Nick thinks like that. I think Nick tries to assess it.
See, that's the thing. Do you massively overthink and you ask just stabbing in the dark. I'd be thinking, okay, so if I was in charge of the show, Kat's not, with the greatest respect, not that well known out of that list.
Not yet, but she is now.
She is now, and she's brilliant. And I love her voice. I love her singing voice. But I'd be thinking, well, you want like some of the big players in there. So I'd be going, I don't know if they would have made Kat a traitor, because as the viewer, you're like, well, I don't know who she is. So I would have probably been off the scent from her from day one.
Yeah, I also, she's just very sweet and very low key. So she didn't give anything away, and she's also incredibly good at lying.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
My God, she looks people in the eye.
You can't trust these people anymore. The three traitors that we know of in real life, next time you see them, you'll always be thinking, they go, oh, you look well. You'll be thinking, do I though?
Forever.
Do you mean
forever?
Do you mean that? Or have you just said that? That's a lie. Is it long days when you're doing that?
Very long days, yeah. And for all of us, because even those that were faithful, because they're very clever. I think in previous series, some of the faithfuls have worked out that the people that look really tired are likely to be the traitors because they're filming
Stephen Fry
late night
said
in
that, didn't he?
He did say that. And a few of us were saying that because Kat was sleeping a lot during the day, napping. But she explained that because she has autism and ADHD and she gets overwhelmed, and that.
But does she, Kate?
Well, now we wonder. But no, I'm sure she's a true person in herself. But she's played a very clever game. Very clever game.
Well, it's been fascinating to watch. It's been so entertaining. As I say, it's my first time of watching Traitors, and I've enjoyed everything. I've enjoyed what colour orange face Claudia will have in the morning, or all of that. But
she's superb. Is it? How could it? There's no one else that could be that warm and that scary. In the
She's
same
so
mix.
good, isn't she?
She's so brilliant.
Really good.
She's really good, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. What I like,
you need to do it next time, Chris. Don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Be in.
It's a great,
Come on, Chris,
such a
do
great
it.
show to do, isn't it?
I don't know if I'm banned from the BBC. I'm banned from telly. I know that, but I would do it. But I tell you what,
You'd be a great traitor, though.
But you know, they do that thing where they go, oh, so who is it between? Who is it between? And then they have this little montage of you're all in your lodgings like that.
Yes.
So you're like doing your hair or whatever,
Yes.
and Charlotte Church is in the bed reading a book. You know, it'd be me in the shower, you know, washing myself.
Which is what we're all looking forward to.
I appreciate
That is the final sell.
That's
It would just cut to a shot of me in the hotel bar in my pants, just having another lager and a vape. So, what do you think is going to happen
In the final?
Yeah.
I'd like it to be the Faithfuls. I'd like it to be Nick or Joe M. I think they're onto something.
Yeah.
But you know what? It could be Kat and it could be Alan. I still think Alan's played an extraordinary game.
He really
by
has,
being
hasn't he?
so obviously ridiculous.
Yes, he was so he
all
looked guilty all the time, didn't he?
Yeah. Then maybe in the last he'll pull it off. Who knows? It'll be. We'll all be watching though. Whatever, won't we?
I think they'll get them.
Do you?
Yeah.
You think it's the Faithfuls?
Yeah, I think
It'd be
Alan
good.
couldn't say I'm a faithful without laughing.
I know.
But he couldn't on day one. He couldn't on day one. You know, even before the Faithfuls and the traitors had been chosen. If you asked him, you know, are you a traitor? He just started giggling. And if you asked him, I'm faithful. So, you know, if it was dissemination, not just ridiculousness, then he's been very clever.
Kate Garraway is going to be on her own show on Smooth Radio, Radio X's sister station, from 10 o'clock this morning. I see Kate arrive often in the building when she...
rollers in.
When you've... Well, it's when you've done the telly and then you leg it over here to do the radio show.
On the old motorbike.
You're so greedy. You really are.
I'm just desperate. I'll say yes to anything, Chris.
Well, in that case, get her a gin and take a break. Lovely to see you, and thank you for coming to see us.
Big fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kate Garraway every Friday.
Radio X.